meet you. It's Becky from Apple Taiwan.
How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. And how are you?
Good, thank you.
You look kind of tired.
We do?
先递给劳勃·帕丁森10罐蛮牛。35岁的他是新一代蝙蝠侠，爸的前面已经有超多出色的前辈演出此角色喽。加上拍摄期间遇到疫情搅局，复工后又外传他罹患新冠肺炎，成为蝙蝠侠这条路也太艰辛了。劳勃·帕丁森肯定压力山大。
And just to have that energy, Batman's one of the only characters that can kind of inspire that level of energy. You know what you're getting into when you do it, and it's exciting. And I love the movie, so I'm just excited for them to see it.
Riddler's latest. It's all about the Waynes. If we don't stand up, no one will.
And Ben Affleck's Batman, he once told the Flash that his superpower is
Rich.
And what do you think of your superpower is for your Batman?
I think he's still trying to figure out exactly what his superpower is. I mean, kind of Achilles' heel. He's managed to kind of bury his fear, like deeper and deeper and deeper. But fear exists for a reason. Fear is like it kind of allows you to feel warning signs around you. And actually, no, I'm going to take that back because his superpower is extreme fear. Like, I mean, he thinks that there are kind of dangers absolutely everywhere, and so it kind of allows him to have heightened senses. And then he kind of runs into those fears, and also he can use the trauma of his past as fuel to kind of energize him and to and be able to sort of his pain is his superpower, and he can project it onto his enemies.
蝙蝠侠时间轴设定在布鲁斯·韦恩成为蝙蝠侠第2年，他心中还怀着儿时父母被抢匪杀害的创伤，又孤独又愤怒的他，却在此时遇见猫女赛琳娜·凯尔。
I think that they both have felt very alone for most of their lives, and I think to meet someone who you actually connect to and feel like understands you and feels to care for somebody, I think is a little bit scary for both of them. So I think the relationship between Batman and Catwoman, having a really wonderful and human foundation is going to make the next few films and the journey between them so much more enjoyable to watch,
听到重点了没？就是猫女未来还是有机会在续集里和蝙蝠侠交手哦。在导演兼编剧麦克里维斯镜头下勾勒出的高谭市，仿佛真实存在着，更加让观众身临其境。
I was very inspired by the tone that is in Frank Miller and Dave Mazzucchelli's Year One, in which they kind of look at how impractical it is to be Batman and sort of dealt with it in an interesting way. Okay, so when he's wearing the suit, what's that about? Why is he doing that? It's all about making it something that feels human and making that experience feel as human as possible and trying to make this kind of fantastical world relate to our world as much as possible.
李维斯是细节控，让劳勃相当吃不消。
Rob is just an amazing actor, and one of the things that I was looking for was someone who could have a kind of intensity, but also a real vulnerability. I wanted to be able to see into his eyes that, because this is a very personal mission for Batman. He's just extraordinary. He's really a chameleon. One of the things we explored was his voice, and he's able to do things with his voice that's amazing. And he's been in so many different films, and he always speaks in a different way.
This is the last time you'll ever see me. Please just promise me you won't do anything reckless.
You want to crash a plane, but not from the air. No, it's so dramatic.
Selena, don't throw your life away.
It's so interesting. He doesn't have a dialect coach. He just has an incredible ear for mimicry, and his accent is flawless, right? This is like an American accent. Of course, he's not American, because one of his ways into the character is arriving at that texture in his voice, that quality in his voice, and that's just how interesting he is. He has a very fascinating, internal, unique, and special approach. I think he makes a really unique and distinctive and definitive Batman.
娱乐动新闻刷起来，刷起来！报道。